Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting and everything and amazing Propagandacaster from your host, Imperial Dane, the one and only master of propaganda, hero, psych defender of the fatherland, off you to 1v1. Oh, you guessed it, it is a Faymonville approach. Northwest is Orangepest here with freedom, democracy, and liberty. Here with Armoured right off the bat. We got a scout start here. And in the southeast is Xizi here with the German army. Deutschland here with the 16th Panzer and armored support versus, of course, most Orangepests. Orangepest right into a jeep opening. Panzer Pioneer there for Xizi on top of the bike. We're off here, which should be a roaring match on a Faymonville approach. As always, a big hearty thanks to my patron supporters for the continued generous and wonderful support of the Propagandacast. Keeps making all these videos possible. And a big thanks to commenting and liking on them as well. Helps out immensely with the YouTube algorithm. So, back in the south here, more Panzer Pioneer for Xizi. Definitely some players will go for that instead of the Panzer Grenadiers, because the Panzer Pioneers feel to them more cost efficient, and it's not too difficult. You know, understand that. So, Rob's gone away for Orangepest, south side bike busy here. Scout's got the fuel point here, and up north we got the Jeep, of course, grabbing points as well. Steady as everything goes. First Rob's about to hit here. Sandbags on the fuel point, making it more defensible against future American assaults. And of course, making sure to wire it off here. Thorough work there by Xizi. Thumbs up. Rifle advancing there with the M1 Garants. I imagine we're looking at least a couple more rifle squads here out of Orangepest. Second squad out there. Hitting the northern munitions. Got the fuel point. Still advancing in the center. Second rifle squad there for Orangepest, halfway down. German forces come from the north side, expecting, of course, to be the main effort of Orangepest, which so far at least is looking to be pretty spot on. There we go. American forces quickly spotted, I think, there. Orangepest also sees the Germans, quickly pulls back here. Clearly waiting to have a more numerical superiority here before pushing ahead here, since there we go. Now it's got Jeep rifling in here, diving in here. Orangepest goes for Xizi. Xizi definitely got a bit flat-footed here. Not expecting Orangepest again in so physically aggressive here. Rifle close again now. The Jeep is drawing in the attention. He sends in the rifle. Good push here for Orangepest, and great use of the Jeep, and in fact it's kind of bulletproof, but also gets self-repair, so if he suffers any damage on it, he can just withdraw it. And this means the rifle can then full up here. So that's a very tactically devious move there by Orangepest. That definitely threw off Xizi. He's going for some Assault Grenadiers, the Sturm Grenadier with their Maschinenpistole, and more rifle there for Orangepest, but so far he, in the name of freedom, has claimed a few tactical successes against the German army already. Third rifle squad there. Halfway down the south, the scouts have gained veterans one, just grabbing points and encountering no Germans whatsoever. There you go, the Xizi with the counterattack. Orangepest with the mechanized support center. An interesting choice there out of him. Curious to see where that leads. Oh, he cancels it for him support, so I guess that was a misclick. Obviously, in the end, the support center still remains the best of the three support centers. As it still gives you a free unit and still has like a lot of powerful upgrades for your riflemen. Panzerjägers here for Xizi, obviously concerned about the Jeep, but also, you know, future light vehicles out of Orangepest, making sure you have some Panzerjägers there can definitely be a very worthwhile investment. That's that. Huntsman getting focused down here. Orangepest making great use of terrain here, and Xizi's position is not great. We do get some smoke grenades here, I think, hoping to... I'm not entirely sure what the plan is here, because it's kind of withdrawing the assault, but now it's pushing forward. With the battle course going to combine on bonus, there should be a bit of a problem here for Orangepest. Right from the smoke, he actually dividing a bit here. Definitely helping out here. Xizi, at least for a while. He does pop with the smoke, of course, that then exposes him to other sources. So fine there. Got grenade assault into the smoke here. Bite the rushing into the boat. Grenade assault, and zooms right past it. Very close call there, though. At least it felt very close to me. Right from there being pursued, big push here in return by Xizi against Orangepest. Fire support elements. He has, of course, gone for armor support. Again, very classic DAK battle group. It is just by far, I should say, the broadest. And thus, in the sense, it's like you just don't need to like really adapt a particular strategy for it. You just like fit it on whatever you're doing almost universally. Got a truck there for Orangepest out of his weapon support center. So we're probably looking at M16 or maybe an M10 half-track here versus Xizi. Depends a bit what he's more focused on and concerned about.
We have new units available.
And he's also going to lay down a pit, so Orangepest here is not slowing down. He's got plenty of stuff there going on in the name of freedom and democracy. Perhaps not in the intent to upgrade it right away. We'll have, of course, see what Orangepest ends up choosing or what will his decision be. Up north, we got the Rascal, they're poked back its north. on its own, half health here, so I think that's Orangepest's just way of trying to get some usage out of it, because, I mean, you know, they're going to have to like, send up multiple units still to deal with it, in theory. Leave pressures elsewhere, you can sort of get away with. Obviously, there's still some risk associated with it, but I can see the logic. Engineers on the way there, Scout's about to get wiped out here. Tracer fired out from the bike, doing immense damage here alongside all the other German units. Get back towards the M3 half-track here, which is now being upgraded to the anti-tank half-track. Yeah, the M3 half-track was the main half-track of the US Army. They did produce multiple others. Some, like the M5, though, were primarily useful in these purposes, as this was overall well less protected. So, little fun fact there. Got a big German push here. Panzer Pioneer, Panzerjägers, noting no flamethrowers here for Xizi as of yet. Unit 88 is 500. And there you go, flak filling half-track on the way there. We got a mortar pit there ready for Orangepest. Using smoke here. Cover the withdrawal of his units. Not bad at all here for Orangepest, thumbs up. And using this also, like, think, just draw attention where they make it easier to flank perhaps a bit. Medical station there for Orangepest needs that healing and casualty recovery. Anti-tank half-track fixed up, flak filling half-track halfway done. We got some assault units up the half-track here, so that's 2 squads of them out here for Xizi and Deutschland. Base here. Engineers could have been repairing the half-track with the base. Oh, and then we got there. And flak filling half-track has arrived here for Xizi, mounting force the flak filling on the back of a, I believe, Sonderkraftwerk. So Xizi, after their utility, they would also occasionally mount attack 38s, and these were converted into tank destroyers. Those were 2 services here in North Africa and on the Eastern Front. As it became fairly obvious to several of the warring parties that having anti-tank guns move about on their own, but having to like tow them is very good, much better. 44 is 500. The mortar firing down here from the mortar pit. This map are very good for mortar pits, just like it was in Code 2. Obviously, the American mortar pit packs 2 mortars in it. Okay, there goes. Anything have to try and stop the Jeep, but the shot just goes wide. Grenades here for Orangepest. Pushing in with the Panzers in the half-track. He definitely wants that anti-tank half-track on a commission. Of course, if he's going to achieve that, would be a painful slap across the face here for Orangepest. Orangepest remains quite on top of things here, despite being on the back foot. He is agile and maneuverable as ever. Soldiers are being cut down. We got an ambulance now for Xizi and Deutschland. South side here, Grams on the fuel pump, really doing his best to hit Orangepest where it hurts, which causes the fuel economy. Like any true American. Good shot on the flak filling half-track up at the anti-tank half-track. Got the Jeep, 250 engaging the Jeep here, Rasbombing trying to catch up against tank grenade, sticky bomb, there we go, and tank half to finish off here. Only if it's too slow to get out, yeah, nearly got up, still lost half the Panzerjägers there. They're not quite working out for Xizi. Close shave though for Orangepest Jeep. So no sign of Panzer Pound is being upgraded now with minesweepers with flamethrowers. Far up north here we got the engineers poking out on their own.
Proximity alarm near our victory point.
Got a quick burst from the flak filling, quick express the entire squad of riflemen.
Enemy forces have claimed our sector.
Like the basic healing going on now there for Xizi. Nice mortar shot there on the Panzer Pioneer. Entire units here just being suppressed and pinned down. Orangepest keeps fighting, happened to use the anti-tank half-track to somehow turn things around. But yeah, I think he realizes this is going to work out. He just drops the entire deal, withdraws his men rather than getting completely unnecessarily sawed down by German anti-aircraft cannons. Looking northwards, anti-tank half-track withdrawing. Now the Germans would eventually, towards the end of the war, also come up with their own anti-tank half-track based off the 251 half-track. But that was, you know, late 1944 into 45.
Point is being taken from us.
But they did technically have a version of it in Normandy for the 21st Panzer Division based off French armoured half-tracks. It's certainly a fun story, so right.
Our victory point is being neutralized.
Another fun thing is the German version. The transmission couldn't really handle it, so the half-track does so much shot to just break down under this recall of the Pack 40. I'm driving forward to guard the anti-tank half-deck. Sting blow, there's Orangepest. Motor pool ready though. Orangepest, freedom and democracy. I've been routed here. Got the war machine upgraded for Orangepest for cheaper vehicles and armor. Greyhound is on the way. Could post a problem for Xizi there with just the Panzer Sport and the flak feeling. But at the same time, well handled, Xizi could also counter Orangepest. Greyhound. Northwest Soldiers putting the engineers there on the run. There you go, M8 Grand ready, adding the armored side skirts and 50 cal. Running right past the burning wreckage of an interesting half-track right outside the base. Grand gets away sniping there.
The fuel point is being taken from us.
Captain poking about. The aim has been used very aggressively here by Xizi. There's an opportunity here for Orangepest to realizes this, but even then, the way he's currently just bunching it around, it's going to be tough here, but it's possible. Sneaking in there, taking kills from the Panzerjägers and now Panzerbuchse.
Enemy forces have taken our territory.
South side, we got Captain Rifleman in, Rifle Squad also poking about here. Got Rifleman appearing here, Panzerjägers continuing their steady advances, mortar range standing from the mortar pit. Big old build here around the center of Xizi, put a grenade down here. Oh, almost had it, almost had it. Back at Xizi's base, we're not seeing much else happening there. I mean, he could soon, I think, start taking up there once he gets a bit more resources in. As for Orangepest, I don't think we should expect a tank depot anytime soon. And it's certainly not, you know, beyond reason, no doubt that he might, you know, end up just going for call-in tanks. Mega Ram getting mauled here, big old horde. We do get the Panzer and the Granadenbuchse on the Panzer Pioneer, the grenade launcher. Going on this move there, we got Scott deployed here. I think it was an attempt to try and save the Rifle with just a massive horde, including 2 Pioneer squads. And the flak feeling, that was just not a save you could have made. That was definitely Orangepest. They're kind of getting punished for having no reference plan. Almost got the flak feeling here. If you can imagine the smoky mine to make it possible, yes indeed, because the Panzerjäger is going to struggle to like easily engage here. Kind of going quite well there for Orangepest. That's definitely the case of the smoke being, I think, used quite effectively. And then Xizi actually making it worse there by adding more smoke to the entire, you know, mess of a fight. So with the flak filling gone there, Xizi has definitely lost like one of his more important assets here versus Orangepest. Orangepest got the 30 cal on the way here. Sender falling to the captain, Rifle poking about here.
Confirming enemy points at 300.
Got the sort of range to the captain and the rifle nearby here. Quickly salvage the flak filling, at least a thumbs up, someone's an attack. Out of Xizi here versus Orangepest.
Enemy forces have captured the victory point.
We do have a Pack 38 out here to help assist with the M8 Greyhound there. Ooh, sticky bomb there. Took us the man to get out and then just in time avoiding potential wipe release and nasty casualties there.
We're losing grasp of the victory point.
More fighting around this end here, more build here between the two sides. Well, actually Orangepest I think is much more smartly playing around the edges of the map here without getting too sucked into the center, which is definitely one of those signs I feel like of a more skilled player, that they don't just like, you know, move everything in towards the center all the time. Where Xizi in comparison, he's definitely finding on the flanks, but he's also committing a large close force in the center. Another rifle for Orangepest, catching the punch in the bike here with the Greyhound, could even pop the cancer round here, I think. Of course, if Orangepest wishes to use the munitions that I'm less sure about. Looks like the answer to that is no. Panzer made commander for Xizi. Orangepest is maintaining really good act control despite, you know, taking some rather aggressive beatings, and certainly in terms of like the KD ratio, he is certainly behind his opponent infantry-wise. Still, again, smart play there, but Orangepest is definitely, you know, again, just helping him like maintain very good act control despite this. Bike is spotted by the Jeep. Panzer Commander almost done. A big push on the centers from Orangepest as well. They almost got a triple cap possible here for Orangepest and the forces of freedom and democracy. Liberty.
The enemy have claimed our sector.
Stuka Sufus here, out of Xizi. An interesting choice. I mean, he's got the 30 cal. Obviously, it's a smaller, denser map. But at the same time, as we previously discussed, Orangepest is, you know, a much broader player in that sense of terms like, you know, playing to the map. So, while he certainly might score some wipes, his odds might just, you know, whiff a lot, because Orangepest is just a much more fluid, nimble player. And that's not really, I feel like, where something like the Stuka Sufus is going to be like a really great choice. In fact, if you're sort of from like, you know, the perspective of the observers who know all. It is worth pointing out here that Orangepest really has no anti-tank weapons. So in that sense of penalty, I think it would be a much more devastating choice if it's easy for, you know, both in terms of like just overall how Orangepest is playing, but also the fact he has no real anti-tank weapons. That's just because isn't going to be bad. I don't think it's going to be good either.
Launch a counterattack.
If anything, it might be a bit questionable. So we'll have to see. Never mind if Orangepest then he goes for a champion, dives in after it. Very clear up, you know, the Stukas first.
Confirm. We have 5 command points available.
30 cal that push back.
Our enemy has
And they're
the upper
catching
hand.
the
We have
bike,
300
and down
points.
it goes.
A unit has
A
died
painful
in
blow there
service.
to Xizi, courtesy of Orangepest.
Commandant, we have a target.
Got another off squat there for Orangepest.
Our victory point is being neutralized by the enemy.
Get advanced logistics. He has not.
Victory point lost.
Ooh, good shot there in the pack. Framed by the pack 38 here. He was just hanging it back, and there go better till called in by the captain here on Xizi's position by the northern field reporting to withdraw again. He's compared to like Orangepest, a much more condensed player. Like he does, like he can play to other parts of that at the same time, you know, a bit more fluidly, but he clearly isn't keen on it. Typically when he does it as a response to like how Orangepest is playing. So it's definitely like, you know, Orangepest that way can also force Xizi out of his comfort zone. Which again does make the Stukas was further, I think, a bit of an awkward choice there out of Xizi. In this case, it does seem like Orangepest might inadvertently provide his Xizi with actual great target for the Stukas. Of course, needs to be spread out as men more. Some involved
We
here.
have only 250 points remaining.
Almost like the assault bench might still get them. Far from impossible. Looks like he does not pursue it. Grenade on the suppressed assault grenades.
Proximity alarm near our fuel point.
Grenade deep both need repairs.
Put this grenade fixer to use.
Nothing further out of Orangepest's base. So, brief considered launch logistics. Instead, we actually get survival training to make his men a bit more durable, spongy, thus able to absorb damage more effectively, not have to be reinforced as much here.
We are losing grasp of a fuel point.
So, oh, 30 cal wipe, of course. It also just makes it hard to like just get wiped out in like one go. So you can certainly see that as like, you know, being a very good upgrade to have, because I mean, if you don't need to reinforce them nearly as much, I mean, you know, that's also a lot of manpower you can save compared to like, you know, the cheaper reinforcement. Of course, combined, they really mean like you just, you know, save a lot of reinforcements effectively. Xizi following up with the lightest infantry, like he's going for more artillery. I mean, again, it's a small, dense map, so do get the logic. It can definitely be quite potent if, like, Orangepest suddenly does, like, you know, get a bit too static. But if Orangepest just keeps a more aggressive maneuver tactics, it will limit, I think, a bit the overall, you know, effectiveness. These weapons can have... Okay, they're going to cancel it. Something at least.
Mechanized combat groups are ready for selection.
Panzer is routed. Got the dive bomb there, I believe. Dive bomb there. I think by 1943-44 they were basically just moving away from dive bombs because it basically made the Stuka like a really big target. They basically moved towards more like, you know, close air support with the cannons parts there beneath the wings rather than dive bombs.
Our forces are down to 200 points.
Okay, moving in, got Panzers on the run. 195 is 272. Another pack ready from Xizi. I mean, he could soon go for the Panda feed, though, of course, he might plan to go for Armoured Chefs instead. He has it ready. It's not, you know, get out some armor that way.
We have lost control over victory.
Two of his Panzer Pioneer squads equipped with a grenade launcher. Will the third one be equipped? That would actually go for minesweepers. We'll have to see.
Proximity alarm near our fuel
Forced off the
point.
northern point. See if the Hunter Leadership will be there. And we do get a penalty out of Xizi. Thumbs up. Those barrels though get some damage, but mostly just ends up not being too much because again he's trying to hit infantry. And he's trying to hit infantry being handled by, you know, pretty good mobile active player. 250 down as well, he guarded. Painful losses there for Xizi. Okay, moving in here, Panther of the almost done. Orangepest. He's going to go for the call-in version here. Is he going to build his own brown pits? We'll have to see.
The munitions point is being taken from us.
The Armoured up north here, points being seized, nabbed, and grabbed.
Panzer 3 on station.
First Panther has arrived here for Xizi and Deutschland. Good old Panzerkampfwagen 3 Ausführung L. And we got Orangepest for the tank depot, meaning he's definitely going to go for the buildable EC8s. Obviously a bit more upfront cost. Long term, it really, you know, just is much cheaper to just build them with a war machine bonus. North 8 point C's, we've gone 2772. Xizi definitely starting to struggle more with his Orangepest. Panther is definitely going to do some heavy lifting here for Xizi and the Germans here against Orangepest. German forces pushing ahead here back to the Panther tank depot. Close to halfway done, in fact a bit beyond that. Anti-tank guns here on the way for Orangepest as well as he holds out for armor. The power of Brad Pitt to save him. Who's there? Being held with airburst shells. And 572, really looking rough here for Xizi. On the south, though, he's making some progress here. Definitely should upgrade the Panther with the Paramount machine gun. Definitely add some damage here versus enemy infantry. I mean, 172 Case managed to stall the bleeding for now. You got Orangepest entertaining there on the way. Again, in the name of freedom and democracy.
Armory upgrade complete,
Five
Commandant.
captain on the move here, entering swing about. Trying to push into the south here. Right from the captain here. And they're going to teleport to get the Panther 3 swing in here. Orangepest has no defense against the Panther 3. And he does those two pack grenades ready to back it up there. So up to the 250 half track, thumbs up there.
We have command points that should be used.
Seek and destroy, and there we go. Buildable EC8 select here for Orangepest.
We are losing grasp of the
North
fuel
Ukrainian
point.
newsman going for the northern fuel point here, looking to deprive the Germans of more fuel. And 172.
Proximity alarm near our munitions point.
Still constant force fires, trying to, I think, take out the anti-tank gun, but by the time, you know, the volley's going off, the anti-tank has already moved away there. Again, Orange playstyle in particular is, or at least to some extent, is making it much harder here for Xizi to like really make the Stukas of his work. It's again something you do have to keep in mind because something like a unit like this, it really depends not on what your opponent's doing, if this unit can like really be marvelous. Well, I mean, sure, the map helps, but if your opponent still is like, you know, pretty fleet-footed, active and agile, really going to try to like really leverage this as much as you like. Being ripped apart. 93 points left versus 202 here. Orangepest. They're not helping out the Germans at all. Going to move their ace level already. Ace level. Only making it even more spunky, more durable. Certainly more lethal overall versus infantry.
Support fueled and ready for deployment.
86 with 272. South side of cap is the Panther 3.
The fuel point is being taken from us.
We hear you.
Got infantry 1 in the Panther. We got grenades against the Panther. We're falling back here.
Victory point.
Orangepest getting very close to the Sherman. He said he just needs some more fuel to really get there, at which point the situation here for Xizi is going to definitely get rough. We do have another Panther. We also have both those pack fetch, so Greyhound and Rock going here. We even got the Stukas Fuss here in the line of fire. There we go. Got one of the packs here. Oh, grenades there. Actually exploiting here the fact that Xizi positioned them so close to each other, like, you know, yes, like, you know, and attack at the same time, so it's like trying to save either the Pack 38 or the Stukas Fuss. And right, he in fact ends up being able to save neither, so definitely good punish here of Xizi. The bar Orangepest really ripping through there. Got the Panther there with a damaged engine as well there. Pack 38, he's trying to take it out, his shot falls flat though. Close call, and we got hit. Dive bomb clearing out the anti-tank gun crew though. Certainly highlighting is Xizi really does not want Orangepest to have it, and who can blame him? At the same time though, that's also quite costly, just like the crew there. In fact, he might risk just being crewed here by the M8 Greyhound once more by Orangepest. EC though has arrived here for Orangepest. Brad Pitt is here, and that's really gonna just make things tough there for Xizi.
Enemy forces have captured a victory
He's got 2
point.
Panther fees and at least 1 Pack 38, but his opponent has, like, you know, 1 anti-tank minimum, might get 2, and the EC8, so definitely looking rougher here for the Germans now. Half Drake Dinosaur was talking in here with the MP40s, the machine pistol and Fiat Sec. But they're getting absolutely shredded here by the power of Brad Pitt. Pack 38 shoots and does absolutely sod all. Assault grenades ends up doing nothing at all here. Panzer's on the move here. Greyhound gets a penetrating shot on the Panther Fleet side armor. Almost got the anti-tank on here. Top grenades on the flank here. Ace level hardened veterans. And across the second class.
A pack has been silenced at the
Maybe a
front.
few assault badges. Get down. Really hectic fighting here as Xizi's putting in as much as he can to try and gain the center from Orangepest. It's coming high cost, and a mine goes off under the Panther 3 here. Oh, the indignity there.
25 points remain.
25 points left. He needs to get in there. Needs to get in there. Schnell. Pack 38 being destroyed. Right, make a move here for the M1 anti-tank gun. Panzer Pioneers. Pack 38 in the move. He needs to get troops from that point. And now. He can't afford to wait much longer, if at all. Time is not on Xizi's side. If anything, time has decided that Xizi owes him money. He's going to come to break his kneecaps if time isn't paid soon. Almost got the anti-tank, and then we got 16 to 270. Pack 38 cleared out here with the Greyhound. Rifle grenades and a bunch of rifle. Hey, who thought it was a great idea to bunch up against grenade launchers? I did. God damn it, Captain Bobo. And he's going for the Greyhound here. Still risky. We got easy. The gun tanks backing up here. Panther feed. Kaput. The munitions cooked off, incinerating the crew in a matter of seconds. Sort of sorting in here. Other Panther feed trouble. They're re-exposed. It's definitely not helping out the Panzer crew in its fight against the Americans. Salvaging the Panther fleet here. Going for the other anti-tank guns. Some guns are abandoned here, but the assault is unsupported. 16 points left. Like, he's really just swinging for the fences now. Doing whatever he can here, like, you know, turn things around. 16 was 255. And we got the artillery called in here as well, further complicating matters for Xizi. Bounce in the center here. Panther Fleet's in deep trouble.
Point is being taken from us.
Probably should actually go for the victory point rather than the fuel point first. I think also highlighting here that Xizi, I think, could be prioritizing the situation a bit better as well. Just a small bit of thought there. Ooh, almost got the ground here, but it's almost losing the assault grenades. Assault grenades, the clearing the aftercourt here. Orangepest definitely risking a bit much here. Even dropped the BAR for the assault grenades to seize. Look, Jorgen, it's a BAR. Yeah, woohoo. Can't wait to fight this American Xizi. There's actually 2 bars. That's definitely not bad at
We
all.
have Flammpanzers available to root the enemy from their holes.
That set airburst shelter to the mortar pit is definitely making an impact. Don't need to make a move for that victory point. He's like, feel like that Xizi there is kind of sleeping on that for some reason. Still, he is in the match. He is still a fighter here, refusing to give up to the Americans. In the south, though, Orangepest finally dispatches a raft squad here, remembering that, you know, he can actually, go for that one and just start bleeding Xizi out there, maybe force him to withdraw forces from the center, which of course means maybe the center victory point also becomes more open. And finally, Xizi makes a move onto the northern fuel point, victory point, remembering, you know, he's running out of victory points, so maybe it's better to get that, you know, victory point around the fuel point, since he's flooding fuel. It doesn't really have much of a use for it right now compared to the victory points. You can't substitute victory points with fuel points. Got the northern point, but he's got capacity with the Sherman. He's almost in fact getting wiped here, but no, Orangepest does not push for it. Center there, render neutral. Southern point seized with the Americans. Here to mortify. Anti-tank in trouble here up north, going for that northern victory point. Now that Panther there for Xizi. Big trouble getting the Panzerkampfwagen 3.
Enemy forces have captured the
And
victory
got
point.
more doom and gloom here. Going for that northern victory point, which point the B's going to return here against Xizi. In fact, it already has.
Enemy
Briefly.
forces have taken our territory.
Got context on the cutoff point. Xizi's definitely taking more risks now against Orangepest. And this is 230.
Only 10 points remain.
10 points left.
Resist.
Only 10. 8 points left.
Panzer 3 on
7.
station.
Assault gets past Southwest. The ones with the double bars.
Proximity alarm.
But we got
near our victory
veteran
point.
assault gun here, then heavy cannon. They got poured on them while the assault guns are so low and healthy. They're getting suppressed here with ease as well. 3 points left, 1 point left. Match for the center point neutral there. Well played, that Orangepest GG game over. I think Xizi, got a bit too over-focused in the center at times. A bit too passive, which I think Orangepest of course had to exploit. I think also the Stukas was a significant judgment and error there by Xizi. I mean, I think it's a complete mismatch with, you know, what Orangepest was doing and how he was playing. I think if he'd gone for a Panther there, he might have had a much more real chance of beating Orangepest, at least winning over him. So there you go. Hope you enjoyed this match. You'll learn something from it. This is Imperial Team. Cheers, and see you all tomorrow for another exciting episode. Bye, everyone.